ever since that Floyd fight, I feel like he has so much going on. He don't really care anymore. Like maybe that's wrong of me to say, and I'm not trying to take anything away from Dustin because Dustin beat the crap out of him. Uh, the leg injury was just like the exclamation point on a bad fight. I don't think that was going to change the outcome of the fight.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Max and Juan cast. It's Sunday, bro. I got Max via Zoom. All right, another week. I was just too lazy to go drive over there, bro. Tough Sunday. How's your Sunday going, Max?
It started off a little rough. I woke up too early to watch the tennis. Djokovic versus the Italian guy. I can't say his name. I'm not going to try it. Djokovic won. That kind of hurt me being a Federer fan. But so he's the third guy I want to win 20 Grand Slams, which is like basically the equivalent to a championship in the NBA.
Yeah.
So there's three guys with 20 and everyone else does not even close. All in the same era. It's insane.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get how like someone new off the block hasn't just came and like started like to take over.
Yeah.
Saturday night, I watched some Brazil versus Argentina. Lionel Messi got his first trophy for his country. I was disappointed in Brazil, man. Neymar's my guy, and they just kind of.
Speaking of international play, did you see USA lose to Nigeria in a scrimmage? Look, I know it's a scrimmage.
I didn't watch it,
but
I have it recorded. But I'm kind of I seen President Chua got like a nasty block. I think maybe at the end of the show I'll pull up the roster and we can just talk about it. No. I mean, thank God Kevin Love's there, right? Thank God.
Oh my goodness! But welcome, guys. We're gonna be talking about some NBA Finals, of course. The last time we saw you guys were after Game 1, so we're gonna be talking about a little bit of Game 2 and Game 3 that we just watched today. Get a little bit of Conor McGregor in there. UFC.
Who the fuck's that guy? Eh? Who the fuck's that guy?
The guy can't even fucking read.
Conor McGregor.
Let's do it, bro, because it's gonna be quick. All right, UFC.
It'll be quick, just like the fight.
264. Yeah, I don't know what number they were at. I was at work, bro. I was watching it on the illegal stream, bro. I was trying to lighten up my break with the fight, bro.
Did you see Greg Hardy get slept, bro?
Yes, I posted about that, bro. He got rocked.
God.
Yo, like low key, the other dude came out. I don't know if he was Tongan or like Samoan or whatever.
Yeah, I think he is. He's something like that.
Yeah, I told my coworker when he came out, I was like, bro, he just looked like he reckless. He ain't got no like technique, he just a brawler. And like next thing you know, the broadcast is like, yeah, he plays with recklessness, abandon. Like he is just crazy. I was like, I told you, bro. I was like, he just looked like it. And dog, like Greg Hardy got rocked. Like he got his ass kicked. God. I almost forgot Greg Hardy was an NFL player. I was like, oh shit, there he goes. There goes Greg Hardy, bro.
What name? Kraken?
Yeah,
from Hogwarts.
And then I love how they put former cowboy. It's like,
dude, that was the worst stint of like a cowboy player in this decade.
I know, it was fucking funny. But
he had that 1 year in Carolina, right? 1 year.
Yeah, he was amazing though. He was great.
Oh yeah, he was a monster. Yeah, he just off the field shit got him. You know,
of course, yeah. But it was cool, man. They had a couple of good fights. I thought the preview, what do you call it? It's like part of the main card.
The undercard?
But like it's right before the main fight.
Oh,
it was considered like the underline of the main card. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
But like that was a good fight, and like a lot of the undercard were like you said, like a couple of knockouts here and there, but bro, Poirier and McGregor. I love how McGregor came out to Biggie Smalls because of the whole Notorious thing, and then Poirier came out with James Brown.
Like, this is going downhill. This conversation is going to go downhill. Look, man, I think Conor's like lost a bit off his fat. I was talking to my dad's friend Devin about this, and ever since that Floyd fight, I feel like he has so much going on. He don't really care anymore. Like maybe that's wrong of me to say, and I'm not trying to take anything away from Dustin because Dustin beat the crap out of him. Uh, the leg injury was just like the exclamation point on a bad fight. Like I don't think that was going to change the outcome of the fight. It's just unfortunate.
It's hard to say. I know I'm not an expert in UFC.
No, neither of us are.
I mean that's what I saw the same thing, Max. I saw the same thing. I was pulling for McGregor. Like I was a McGregor guy. I like the trash talk. You know,
I mean, he's done a lot for the sport. Let's be real. Like he's big time. He's pay-per-view box office.
Box office, bro.
He had Stephen A. Smith, who I think we should spend 1 minute on talking about his fit. Were you in the camp that it was atrocious or it was fly?
I didn't see that part.
Let me describe it. My sister sent me a picture. I'm gonna pull up. He's wearing a white jacket with like a black silk undershirt and like 2 chains. Like I can't send you a picture right now, but dude, it was Stephen A. Smith is like cashing in right now. ESPN is taking care of Stephen A. Smith. But like, okay, back to McGregor. How much did he get paid for the Floyd fight? Like $100 million, right?
Yeah, too much.
Do you know how much he got paid for this fight?
I have no idea.
Can you want to shoot me a number? Just guess.
I don't know, about 30 million as my AC goes off. Go ahead. I turned it off. Go ahead.
That's fine. I couldn't even hear it. He made $3 million for this fight.
Oh,
do you know how much Poirier made or Poirier? I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry.
Poirier. Yeah.
How much did he make? $830,000.
Oh my God.
That's criminal, right?
Yeah.
It's criminal.
I don't know how goes to show like how much Poirier wanted to kick this dude's ass.
Yeah, I know. It's just give him more. But I'm saying Conor McGregor, just think about it from like a human standpoint. Like you made your money, you got the whiskey brand. He sold that for like a good $400 million. He's got all that off the octagon stuff happening. It's just like it adds up, right? Like you just think fighting's not a priority anymore. He already made it, you know?
Yeah.
That hunger might be gone to make it.
I'm gonna say this. I think the only guy that he can fight next is Poirier. I think that's the only move. Because like there's gonna be a lot of people out there, despite the fact that we thought he was getting his ass kicked. I mean, the facts are that it was a gruesome injury and it was quote unquote bad luck. You know, like we don't know what would happen after that. So how on a scale of 1 to 10, how gruesome was the injury? I give it a 5. It was bad.
5 out of
I've
what?
seen worse
10?
though. Yes.
Okay, give me some that are
5.
worse. Give me the worst ones you've seen.
Okay, Louisville, Kevin Ware.
Kevin Ware. That was the worst one.
That's the top of the top.
That's the worst one.
Willis
Joe
McGahee.
Theismann.
Yeah, Joe Theismann.
Sean
Anderson
Livingston.
Silva. Silva. That
Anderson
was worse.
Silva's was worse than that. Yeah.
Yes.
What about Sean Livingston?
That one was pretty bad. Yeah. But, I mean, this one was gruesome. Don't get me wrong. I've just seen a lot worse. It's crazy to think that it didn't give me, like, the heebie-jeebies. Like, it really didn't. Some injuries just, like, it gives me, like, the freaking creeps, bro. But this one, like, I was just like, damn, that's bad. Like, his shit died on him.
Yeah. It sucked. I mean, moral of the story is don't go for those little leg kicks. Those things don't end well. I mean, I know it's a valuable part, but it just seems like I feel like I've seen 4 people's legs get like just snapped.
And then he tried to take him down to the ground that's where Poirier is known to be good at. Try to get him in that guillotine. And once he slipped out, bro, I felt like it was a wrap after that. Like, Conor McGregor has never been the type of guy to fight on the ground. He's always been like upright.
Do you remember what Khabib did to him?
Yes.
Oh my.
Oh, he worked his ass. Khabib
he's lost 3 of the last 4 fights he's had. Yeah. And the only one he won was against Cowboy Cerrone.
Who's a scrub.
Kind of washed up.
No.
It's hard to say because this is an iconic type of guy, and he's real polarizing. And I've seen a lot of articles talking about how classless he was at the end of it. But I mean,
it was hilarious in my opinion. But yeah,
isn't that just Conor McGregor?
Yeah,
like, are
that's
you really
him.
surprised
like,
he said that? Like,
what
about?
that.
Can you do you remember what he said specifically?
Yeah, well, he did call him a hoe. I heard that.
Yeah,
and
okay.
He was talking about how like, yeah, it was no leg check. Like you're a bum. Like he was talking trash.
Yeah, like on the ground with his like ankle being casted up. Like, how is that any different than Conor McGregor? Like, are you supposed to change who you are because you lost?
No.
And I've actually heard him at the end of fights, like, talk about, oh, this guy's a warrior. I respect him. I feel like he kind of gets a
Floyd.
little bit of a better.
Floyd.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
gave Floyd his props.
Oh, come on. I mean, let's go. He got 80 million. He had to talk nice about the guy at 80 million. Come
I
on.
love how Poirier was like, this whole crowd can kiss my whole asshole.
Yeah. He said his wife will see me in the club in Essex or something. His wife's in his DMs.
That shit
Like,
was hilarious.
I think Conor McGregor, and I'm going to wrap it up with this. He needs to evaluate, does he want to keep doing this? He doesn't have to. He's not like the other guys who have to make their living like this. He's got the money in the bank, and he's got to just figure it out. I feel like I haven't seen the same Conor McGregor since he did the Floyd fight.
Yeah, seen the same trash talking, but I mean, he's getting a
the
little
substance
bit older.
ain't there.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit older, but he brought me to the screen, bro. I don't watch a lot of UFC. He brought you to the screen. Like, he's just boxing. He's like that. And that's what I'm saying. I think his next fight needs to be Poirier again. Unless it's like someone big like, I don't know, like Canelo or something, like some big boxer. That's the only way he's going to draw a crowd. Like, if he fights someone like whatever, it's not going to be that big. If there's a Poirier 4, though, I'm going to watch it. Because I think he's going to get his ass kicked. And that'll probably be the end of McGregor. But
and it was a fun ride, no doubt.
Yeah.
One of the best rides.
Oh, yeah. Bro, he's done so much for UFC. Like,
I mean, Anderson Silva got me into it, and John Jones and McGregor like captured my attention for like 2 years. Like, you know, like we all agree, John Bones Jones probably the best fighter to ever do it. Me and you. That's just our opinion.
no.
But he was never box office like McGregor.
No, not even close. Yeah. Shout out to Connor, bro. Broke his leg.
Hope he gets better.
Freaking leg.
Greg Jennings, Conor McGregor,
But
team on his back.
before we move on to the NBA Finals, of course, that we've been covering all NBA Finals all freaking year. I want to remind you guys to subscribe to our YouTube channel, bro, Max&JuanCast. If you guys are listening to this on Spotify or iTunes, go ahead and follow us on there. And on iTunes, go ahead and 5-star rate us, bro. It really helps us, all right? We keep on growing every day, even on social media. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. That is at Max_JuanCast. And now that we have that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about Game 3 and Game 2, Max. So Game 2, Suns took a 2-0 lead.
I was wrong. I had a guarantee, didn't cash out. Thanks a lot, Middleton and Drew.
Yeah, but you know what? They responded today. But I wanted to stay on Game 2 just for a little bit.
Yeah. Let's
Just
talk
for a
about
little
it.
bit. Yeah, storylines, of course. Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton did not show up. Giannis, I felt like
Showed up.
He showed up and he figured something out, because obviously he had 40 in Game 2 and he had 40 again in Game 3. And what he did these last 2 games is absolutely amazing, bro. Like, he a grown-ass man and he's finally figuring it out, because me and Max have been big criticizers of his game, as far as him when the game slows down and not being such a fast tempo game. I'm seeing a different Giannis these last 2 games, though, and I feel like it started when they were down 0-2 to the Nets. Because me and you even said, like, Game 3, like, oh, like, I haven't seen this, like, jump hooks and, like, these post-ups at the basket.
I mean, I was critical of the jump hooks because they were ugly, but
Yeah.
I love the fact that he shoots those rather than 3-pointers.
Yeah.
And I got the stats. Since that game you brought up, 31 a game, 12.5 rebounds, 4 assists, 59% shooting. Like, what do you want from the guy?
Yeah.
And to me, you don't even have to look at the numbers, right? It's just about how he's looked.
Eye test,
The way
bro.
he's catching the ball. How many times have you seen him really attack from the top of the 3-point line?
Rare.
I'd say maybe 5, 4.
Yeah,
handful of times.
it's been all from the baselines, really.
It's a short corner, or like let's just say elbow extended, so he's between the elbow and the 3-point line. And Jay Crowder, for such a tough guy, I've never seen a guy flop so much. He's such a tough guy, and Giannis is bullying him, and he's flopping. I don't know if you've seen Jay Crowder. Every time he backs down, he goes like that to push him. And I'm like, isn't that a foul every time? That's fine. He's bullying them. He bullied them tonight. He bullied them in Game 2. He just needed a little help. And in Game 2, every time they made a little run, Milwaukee would turn the ball over, or they'd miss like a wide open 3. And it was just like, if you're gonna come back, you need to make those shots. Those are momentum shifting shots, and then Chris Paul would just mid range them to death. I'm impressed, man, by the Bucks responding. And what you said is going to be true. This series starts in Game 4.
Yeah.
The Bucks have a must-win game. Game 4 is a must-win for the Bucks. Yeah. I know we've seen one team come back from 3-1. That team had a top 2 player all time on it, so I don't really think it's comparable in the essence of 3-1.
Yeah, so it's gonna be tough, bro. And but Game 2, they really figured out something. Like, even though they were down and they obviously lost the game, I had full confidence in Milwaukee to get back in the series, and them winning Game 3 tonight kind of reassured me that they're gonna win Game 4. And it's kind of like making my prediction kind of scary, because I really like what the Bucks bring to the table as far as like being big with the whole Brook Lopez and Giannis, and the way that Giannis is doing it, man. Like, he's put up these type of numbers in the regular season many times, but the way he's doing it is just a lot different. Like, a good example of this, it was in the third quarter, I believe, third or fourth quarter. I don't know. I'm not sure, but he's in the short corner, and he's trying to get a drive through. He's being patient, and he winds up doing a dribble handoff to Pat Connaughton, runs a little pick and roll, and Pat Connaughton winds up finding
third quarter. You were correct on the baseline. Yeah,
yes,
Connaughton drove.
Yeah,
got him wide open dunk.
Yeah,
wide
and Van Gundy was even like, yeah, that's growth from a player, because that's getting into the second action, and that's phenomenal. Like, seeing a guy like Giannis do that, because in the past, like, since he's this like international player that hasn't been playing basketball for that long, like, people always throw him under the table and like, he doesn't know the game that good, all that well yet, and all this and that, but he's figuring it out, bro. Like, there's just been numerous plays in Game 2 and Game 3 specifically that I've seen, like, that's growth, that's being aware and just being a great player, bro. Like, being aggressive at the right times, having consistency, just all of the above, bro. Like, I'm very impressed with Giannis.
It's been a Giannis Sans. That's when I'm gonna coin it, like a Giannis Renaissance, since that Game 2 against Brooklyn. He needs to be Shaq, and unfortunately, that means he maybe can't close out games because he doesn't really have a go-to move. I mean, he shot 13 for 17 from the free throw line today. That's amazing. I don't think it's sustainable.
Yeah.
But just, he's kind of a modern Shaq, right? Because instead of Shaq catching the ball on the block, one dribble, which I think Giannis should still do, he can catch the ball short corner and just take 2 dribbles, Euro step. And I saw stuff like he ducks in. He runs. Dude, Milwaukee's so bad at this sometimes. They just are so bad at when he gets a steal and they throw that like deep pass. And they always gets picked off. I mean, Middleton, you got to throw it like at 12 feet high. He'll go get it. Don't let Chris Paul get it.
Oh my God, dude. I was literally like, throw
That's
it up
happened
high.
like 4 times.
So many times Giannis like has been down the court, and
they just throw him back like 8-foot pass. It's like throw it 10 feet.
Either it's a bad pass or they don't throw it at all. Bro, if he was on the Lakers, how many times would the Lakers try that pass? How many times? Every single time, bro.
Yeah.
The Lakers feed off of that with AD going down the court. Even JaVale, when JaVale was on the team, like,
any big, they'd have any big. They just stuck in, and it's like Giannis needs to do that. Yeah. He's Shaq, like I said. People say he's Shaq. Shaq said he's Shaq. He needs to physically dominate them,
and he's doing it right now.
And Ayton, I know his stat line says 18 and 9. I didn't think he played that well. He was in foul trouble.
Foul trouble.
He was in foul trouble. And for a guy who's been superb at not fouling, anytime he's not out there, it's bad. And I know Cam Johnson came in third quarter, had a little run. He was okay. But just getting Ayton out is so important to them. Well, I liked what Portis did tonight. Portis was good.
Yeah.
He was tough. PJ Tucker, I would give him a game ball. He was phenomenal. I thought just the energy he brought was contagious. Because if there's one reason I'd say the Bucks won this game, it was energy. They outworked Phoenix in every facet of the game, whether that was offensive rebounding, going for the loose balls. They outworked Phoenix.
Well, Saric being hurt and tearing his ACL is starting to show, because when DeAndre Ayton is out, they don't go to commit. Well, they don't really go to Frank Kaminsky all
Hell
that
no.
much. They're
Why
liking
would
that
you?
little small ball. They're liking that little small ball lineup when they bring in a guy like Cam Johnson.
What did you notice specifically about the Bucks defense? Let's just say against like the starting five. Did you notice that they have Giannis guarding Ayton a lot?
Yeah.
And I like what they did because they like let's just go. They had Portis out instead of Lopez. They start Ayton. They start Giannis on Ayton, and then when they do the switch, they'll just do a little mini switch and they'll get Portis on Ayton, and it's just like beautiful. It's like, oh wow, there's no bad matchup anymore. Because games 1 and 2, Ayton was just free run to the basket. Just it was bad. So I really like the adjustment of the defensive scheme. We're having that little like mini switch.
Yeah.
It was just beautiful. It really unlocked their defense.
And I kind of hate the fact that both of me and you didn't bring it up, and I'm very surprised after game 1. But a big adjustment, too, that was kind of obvious. Like, it was so obvious, the fact that we didn't even bring it up, because it's just like, yeah, you're supposed to do that, is on-ball pressure from half court from Drew Holiday. They didn't do that at all in game 1. Game 2 and game 3, that has been a big difference. It's the difference from getting their offense going from 20 seconds to about 11 or 14.
Yeah, and we got to mention Booker was bad tonight. I wouldn't expect this type of performance. He only played 29 minutes. He didn't come back in the fourth. Monty Williams just rested him, that was a smart move because I don't think they were going to win that game if Booker came in.
Yeah. Surprisingly, they kept in Chris Paul though.
Yeah, I was surprised by that too. I don't know why they didn't just give like maybe some minutes to Javon Carter. I was like, this game's over. You're going to risk Chris Paul, who's been a notorious injury guy.
Right.
But Cameron Johnson, I got to give him one shout out. That was one of the best dunks I've seen in a finals.
That shit, I screamed. I was like, oh, shit.
I was so happy when Van Gundy was like, I don't even care. You got it. That's what we want to see.
Exactly.
Count it. Let's just make a rule, NBA. If you get dunked on, it's a block every time. Can we agree to that?
Yeah.
Can I get you to sign the petition?
I'm co-signing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But to go back on more serious notes, I got to give credit to Milwaukee's coaching. They had a good game plan. They're really just, I would say there was like this brief 5-minute instance where they did not pass the ball to Giannis. When they played zone, I was like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Cameron Johnson's guarding Giannis. Just bully him to death. And that was really the only thing because you know how Phoenix kind of closed the gap in the third quarter?
Yeah.
I was like, get the ball to Giannis, please.
Well, there was the time where I haven't seen this from Giannis, but there was a time where he got switched on to Cam Johnson, and Giannis was literally yelling at Chris Middleton, like, give me the fucking ball. And
I think they were going to Portis against Torrey Craig. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What on God's green earth is that?
And Giannis got the ball and went to work. That's how it should be, bro. All the fucking time. But
did you like Holiday's performance?
Today, yes.
He had a stretch in the third quarter. He hitting like
threes.
I was just like,
yeah.
Where's this Drew Holiday been?
Right. He's just so inconsistent on the offensive end, bro. It's just really tough to gauge him, bro. It's another problem with him too is that like he's not really your pure like point guard, like playmaker type guy.
The Bucks don't have one of those. They just they don't have a table setter. They have Middleton and Holiday with a little bit of Giannis. But I will say I've loved some of the stuff they've done off the ball. Like Giannis drives in hard and Portis ducks in from the corner and Ayton's head is turned because why would he look at Portis in the corner?
Yeah.
And they've got a lot of easy baskets, the Bucks. And if I'm a Milwaukee fan, I feel hyped. I feel energized. But Milwaukee can't let that go to their heads. They got to act like they're desperate again.
Right.
And they should be desperate.
Another guy to shout out on the Bucks though, Pat Connaughton. I thought he's been playing amazing.
He was good today. He was good on defense. I think it was one of the better defensive performances I've seen.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I really like him though.
These Bucks, I think, I don't want to say I'm confident in them because there's like a little bit of me that's scared, but I just like the way they've responded to adversity this whole playoff run.
Yeah.
And they've done some Bucks stuff. They've dropped against Atlanta game 1. They got worked, and then they blew that big lead in game 5.
Right.
But
is this sustainable though? Like, is this are they going to keep this up? Because like Giannis can't score 40 every game.
Why can't he? Tell me why he can't.
That's just tough, bro. Just shit is not gonna drop. I mean, a big reason why he had 40 tonight was he did amazing at the free throw line, and that's not gonna always stand. Like he's not gonna always have
Oh
nights
yeah.
like that.
So if he didn't go third, so what would he normally shoot at a 17? Like 8 or 9?
Yeah, probably less than that.
Okay, he gonna have 34.
Yeah, that's good, but I'm just saying that's not 40. Like,
But I'm saying, why can't he get 40 with the shots he's taking? He's not taking threes. He's like Shaq averaged 40 for a playoff series.
yeah.
I know it's a big leap from Shaq to Giannis, but just physically dominate. And also, we got to mention the injury doesn't look like it's a thing anymore.
Oh no,
He looks
I
fine.
seen him Euro today. I was like, okay, he's good.
Oh my God! On was it Jay Crowder?
Yeah.
No, it was Mikal Bridges. It was Bridges. He left him in the dust. I was like, what? What? How did he do that?
Right.
I think Phoenix. If I'm a Phoenix fan, I'm not too like mad. Game 3 emotional game. I want to see how Phoenix comes out in game 4 because they came out good today, but they just didn't sustain that energy.
Yeah. Going on Phoenix side, what have you been liking about Phoenix? I know they had a bad game for game 3, but I mean,
Well, they
game
wasted a good Jay Crowder shooting performance, which is kind of worrisome. He went 6 for 7 today.
Yeah, he was hitting.
So now you got to figure opposite side of that. Bridges was really quiet today. I didn't like that from Phoenix.
That wasn't gonna stand. I know he had 27 in game 2.
No, I'm just saying he only took 4 shots. He should at least take 8 a game.
Well, they're not at home.
I agree. That's where the role players, like we've always said, role players feel comfortable at home.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I like what Cam Johnson's been doing. I feel like he's going to get some more minutes if Bridges struggles. He played more than Bridges today. I know it was a blowout.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to spend like 5 minutes on Chris Paul and how good of a point guard he is? I know he didn't have a great game today, but 19 and 9.
Well, like you said, it was a wash this game. Like game 3, this is the game. It's so hard to win this game for Phoenix.
He's averaging 24 and 9 on 56 field goal percentage and 50% from 3. Oh,
Man.
what more do you want from the guy? That's what I'm saying. Like, how much better
Him
can
and
he get?
Booker have been so fucking outstanding, bro. Like, there's been so many shots where, whether it's Chris Paul taking those mid range shots contested, or Devin Booker. Like game 2, bro, I felt like Milwaukee did not play all that bad of defense, especially when they were climbing back into the game, and the answers that Phoenix would have. They were just great shots by Booker and Chris Paul. Like there was a shot where Devin Booker had in the corner where I forgot who was guarding him. It was probably like PJ Tucker or someone.
Oh,
but there was no passing
he hit one
involved.
on Middleton.
Yeah, there
like
was no.
that.
Yeah, like the little jab step.
Yeah.
He had a little like it was Kobe-esque, and literally no passing involved. It was just pull up jumper, cash. There's nothing you can do about that. And it seems like all playoffs, both of those guys have been just making shots like that over and over and over again.
They have to lead the playoffs in soul-crushing shots. Yeah. Like, when you need a – Devin Booker soul-crushed the Lakers that game.
Yes.
Was it 5?
6.
So many. Game 6. No, Lakers won one game. No, 6. It was 6.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah. They soul crushed the Lakers so many times. It was insane, that game. Anytime they got a little run, it was like, here's a 3.
Yep.
And so Chris Paul, in the first 2 games, is averaging 32 and 9. 60% shooting, 50% from the 3. And I just got curious, and I looked up all the finals point guards, just ever, because I'm a no life, I guess would be the word. Here's the notable ones I have. So there's a good 5 years of Steph Curry from 15 to 19, which is insane. Best year he averaged 36 and 5.
Really?
40% shooting. That's the year against Toronto he lost.
Oh, wow.
So 30 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 40% from the field, 34% from 3. That's pretty good. I got Kyrie Irving, 27, 4 and 4, 47% shooting, 40% from 3.
That was the year they obviously won, right?
Factor in those 3 games where he had 40 3 times in a row, where he went 40 back-to-back games.
No, that was LeBron. But him and LeBron scored 40 each.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then I have a year of Tony Parker. It's just like 18-6, but it was like he was really good in that
He
finals.
was impactful more than the numbers.
And then in '07, he averaged 24-5 on 57% shooting against the Cavs.
Yeah, when they swept them.
Honestly, I didn't want to include Magic, but I just put his numbers down: 26, 13 assists, and 8 rebounds a game on 50%
Jeez.
shooting. The guy I think is most comparable. I don't like AI had 35, 5, and 3, but he was just gunning. He was just scoring. He's not the type of player. Isaiah Thomas,
I was just
27,
gonna say
5,
that.
and 7, 50% shooting, 68% from three. He didn't shoot that many threes, obviously, but like if Chris Paul is able to sustain something similar to that, would it be the best point guard like finals run?
I would
And
say
go with
he
the
has to
eye
win.
test too.
I mean,
In
he has
game
to
one and
win.
two, yeah, in game 1 and 2 though, he was the best player on Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, it was close.
In
Though.
game one, he was the best, I thought, and then game
Yeah.
2, I thought Booker was better.
Yeah.
But overall, just what he does in the game of, hey, I'm gonna get everyone in their right spot. I'm gonna control. Like he's an orchestrator,
Yeah.
right? He's the head of the snake. He's the engine, and you could attribute some how Aiden's success to him.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought today he played pretty good, just like
And
in
it
the
ain't no
beginning parts of the game.
slouch. He ain't getting guarded by no Deladova. He's getting guarded by Drew Holiday.
Yeah, exactly. And so like there was a stretch I felt like he got like 4 assists, and I was like they switched up the pick and roll coverage where it was a trap, it was a drop, and I was just like it was a switch, and he's like, I don't care, dude. He's figured it out.
Right.
Like he's so in control, it's insane.
Yeah.
I've
Is
been
there
blown away
a
by him.
chance? Is there any chance? Because I know me and you both agree that this is just a game that Phoenix is bound to lose. It's game 3. Is there any chance that this is a little fatigue setting in for Chris Paul and Devin Booker? Like maybe just like their legs are tired and you can't really sustain this type of numbers and efficiency all playoffs.
I feel like Chris Paul has had such a weird playoffs because he's missed. Did he miss a game against the Lakers?
No,
He played, but he played like
Yeah.
20 minutes, right?
exactly. He missed 2
And then
games this postseason due to COVID.
Yeah, which is so weird. And then Booker, he's been heavy minutes all postseason, like 40 plus.
And
But then on the-
consistent as hell.
You said inconsistent or consistent?
No, consistent as hell.
Okay, yeah. There may be some fatigue, and these games are like PJ Tucker's going to wear you down. Drew Holiday's going to wear you down. And that's what like you said about the Bucks picking up full court or half court and putting ball pressure. It wears you out, man. It really does. And
You have to do that. That's what the Lakers were doing, bro. Like, you
could-
have to do that.
the only thing I would say is, would you say you could have made that same case against Drew Holiday and Middleton in game 1 and 2? Because they played heavy minutes.
Yeah.
Giannis being down. I don't want to say fatigue's the thing, but if I'm Chris Paul, I just want to take care of I just don't want to see Chris Paul get hurt. That's what like the biggest fear is because
Well,
we've seen this too many times.
a big thing with Chris Paul, though, that's been bailing him out this whole playoffs that very few people talk about. I said it on TV's podcast. Campaign had a big game against the Lakers. Me and you both said, there's no way that Campaign keeps this up.
No,
you're not going to see this. He's
he
been
kept
keeping
it
it
up.
up. He's been keeping it up.
No,
and he's a big reason why Chris
Don't
Paul.
say that. He left for like the Denver series. He came right back in the Clippers series.
Yeah.
He was the best he's ever been against the Lakers,
Yes.
especially games 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I was just like, who the hell is this guy who's out of the league?
I mean,
Mr.
even today, game 3, I know they lost, but I think he had like 15 plus points. Like, he's still doing his thing out there, and he's impactful, bro. Like, he's a huge reason why that Chris Paul can sit those little minutes, and that's just
you have a
that's
great
big for
backup
the
point guard.
Suns. Like, usually, like a big problem, like for the Cavs when they were going through the whole championship run, when LeBron sat, it was a fucking problem.
I think they were. It was a problem last year. Remember with the Lakers? They're saying anytime LeBron sits, it's
Yes.
like their lineups are -5 or whatever.
Yeah.
And you have to consider this. Think about how Milwaukee, when they take out Holiday, who's the point guard? Bryn
Right.
Forbes.
Right. Right. Right.
So I would say Bryn Forbes out of 100 is like 38, and Cameron Payne's like
Jeff Teague.
70.
I mean, they're so
72.
they're so desperate they play Teague.
Yeah, they're playing Teague minutes, and he's washed.
Yeah.
And Cameron Payne comes in. He's a spark plug. He'll
Right.
hit some threes. He'll be a pest. He'll get knocked down one time, get a black eye. You know Cameron Payne's stuff.
Yeah.
But no, he's been really good. Dude, Phoenix has a really good roster. Think about their bench. Saric, Johnson, Craig, Payne. Those are 4
Right.
good players.
Yeah. But this is all-time stuff we're seeing by Giannis, bro, and that's how basketball works sometimes, where it doesn't matter how good your team is, like the Suns, Giannis is just going to overwhelm you. And like Max said, it's possible that he could average 40 because there's no signs right now that the Suns are showing of any stoppage of it or any plan that they have against it.
What's the adjustment?
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, the only adjustment is maybe you have to keep DeAndre Ayton out of foul trouble because it's even worse when he's out. Like Ayton only slows him down so much, and it's not even that much of a slowdown.
Ayton can't even impact him really because there's Brook Lopez.
Right.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So is the adjustment putting Ayton on Giannis? I don't think. Do you think Ayton can physically withstand him?
Hey, it's worth a try. Jay Crowder's not doing it. Or Mikal Bridges.
What do you mean, tough guy Jay Crowder's not? Jay Crowder, the LeBron stopper, can't stop this guy?
Yeah.
What? Come on. So what are the odds you're going to put Giannis scoring 40 next game?
Man. I would say it has to be above 50%.
Above 50? Dang, really?
Yeah. Because the Suns haven't showed anything. That's my whole thing is like on the Suns part, I'm not worried that the Suns are gonna like stop him. It's just more of like the whole free throw thing, or maybe he's just not that efficient with his post hooks and like just shots are not falling, you know? But I mean the Suns haven't showed any reason to make me believe that they're gonna stop Giannis for at least 30.
He had 23 in game 1, and I was like,
that was on minute restriction.
No. When don't cut me off. Come on. Don't talk when I'm talking. But I'm saying in game 1, when he wants to score, he's gonna score at will. I was impressed. What you said about the minute restriction is correct. But when you saw him like I'm gonna attack, he scored.
Right.
He took 11 shots and he had 23 points. So what's the magic number for both sides? What do you want Giannis to score if you're the Bucks, and what do you want Giannis to score if you're Phoenix and you feel happy with? I think 30 plus for the Bucks is great.
Yeah.
You got to hold them to 26.
That's not
26.
happening. I don't think it's happening.
I think the big number is you can't let him get to the free throw line 17 times.
Yeah.
You just can't let him. That's 9 fouls. That's minimum of 9 fouls.
They did it game 2. They did it game 2, and he wasn't that great. He was better. He wasn't like he was tonight, but I think that's the whole mentality for the Phoenix Suns.
If you're the Phoenix Suns, how many free throws are you happy with him getting?
Me personally, I think it's I'll be happy with about 10. I think the Suns are happy with him getting like 17 or 20.
That's too many. You can't. That's just too many fouls he's dishing out. Yeah. Think about it. He gave if you shoot 17 free throws and he had a bunch of and ones, that's 9 fouls he gave out. He can't give out 9 fouls.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get some ticky tack foul. I agree. So he's gonna give 4 to Crowder. Where's the foul equation? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And
like I said, they did it game 2, and the look on Monty Williams' faces, like this is the game plan. That's fine. Go ahead, go to the line. And I'm all for
fouling him when he's wide open. Like you got to make him earn the 2 at the line.
Yeah,
but there's just too many fouls. He's drawing too many fouls.
Because it seemed like game 2, every time he drove in, They were fouling him, especially in like the second quarter and third quarter. They had no problem fouling him.
But don't you think fouling plays into the Bucks' strengths more than Phoenix's when Phoenix wants to run? Like when you foul, you get to get your defense set. You get to take a break.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to say, bro, because they did it again today, and I mean they got beat today. But game 2, it worked. Like they still won, but
they won that game.
Yeah.
But in all retrospect, if Middleton and Holiday play a little better, they lose that game. So the formula is there.
Just a little bit of something too. It was
that's what I'm saying. The formula for the Bucks is there. Bucks have it. They just have to have Middleton and Holiday play well.
Exactly.
And it's not like you're saying, oh well, the Lakers need to win this game. They need Caruso to have 20. That's not reasonable. It's reasonable to ask 2 of your 3 best players to play well, especially guys who have been all-stars.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm a little worried about if I'm Phoenix. It's like, hey, we've kind of won these. They've won both games by 10? Games 1 and 2?
Yeah.
And Middleton was really bad. It's like, well, you should have beat the shit out of them.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see, bro. Like I said, it's going to start game 4. It's going to be a big hole if the Bucks
When is game 4, do you know?
It's Wednesday.
What are we going to do anything for game 4?
Yeah, maybe we'll do a watch party. Party. Get a couple of guests on. So stay tuned for that. Yeah.
Man, I can't curse during the game if we do it. Dang.
So stay tuned for that. We'll do a little watch party like we did for the Lakers game. Any other thoughts on the series, Max? You still rolling with Milwaukee?
I'm gonna die drinking this Kool-Aid, man. The only thing stronger than my love for the Bucks is family. Shout out Vin Diesel.
Oh man. Well, that's gonna do it, everybody.
Yo, hold on. I'm sorry. Do the Bucks have the strongest force family? Because they got 2 brothers on the team.
Yes.
You like that?
Yes.
There you go. I'm vibing with the young kids.
But that's going to do it, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you guys are listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or any other way you guys listen to podcasts these days, we're on all of them. All right. Find us, Max&JuanCast. And on YouTube, the guys who are watching this, go ahead and like this video. It helps out so much, bro. Comment down below. Who do you think is going to win? Subscribe, of course. And if you're on social media and you guys haven't already, go ahead and follow us on there, bro. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. We're always posting daily content on both. I try to do my best on Twitter. I was tweeting.
Twitter's been popping lately. I've been seeing you on Twitter a lot more.
I was tweeting about the UFC fights, bro. Greg Hardy getting his ass whooped and all that, bro. But
sorry, Kraken.
Sorry, Kraken, bro. But you kind of deserved it. But follow us on there, Max_JuanCast. Any other thoughts, Max?
Shout out to all the support we get. I want a special shout out my friend Winston from Australia. I sent him the CP3 video, and he was like, good little rodent talk.
Winnie. Boy, win nasty.
Win nasty, win stick.
Oh, man.
Just a great bloke all the way around.
But that's going to do it, everybody. We'll see you guys Wednesday. Peace.